morning all. Today we are going to discuss about DNA replication, machinery and enzymes. Last class we discussed about the DNA replication semi-conservative experiment. Now DNA replication. In DNA replication, what enzymes are involved? What type of machinery will be there? That we'll see. Enzymes involved in DNA replication. Enzymes and machinery in a DNA replication. Enzymes and machinery in a DNA replication. So important enzymes and machinery in DNA replication. The enzymes are orderly helicase enzyme. After helicase enzyme, then what is the functions of this helicase enzyme? That is also very important. Helicase enzyme, Then after that, SSBP, single strand binding protein, topoisomerase enzyme. Next, RNA primase enzyme. DNA polymerase 3, DNA polymerase 1, ligase. So these are all the enzymes are involved in DNA replication. So what is the meaning of helicase enzyme? Helicase enzyme mainly helpful for the opening of the helix. That is helicase enzyme. For example, this is the DNA double helix structure. Helicase enzyme mainly open up the helix like this. That is helicase enzyme. SSBP, single strand binding protein, full name. SSBP are single strand binding protein and topoisomerase enzyme. What is the functions of these two enzymes? SSBP is nothing but these two enzymes removal the tension and providing stability. Removal tension and providing stability. Stability for DNA strands. That meaning what, sir? For example, when double helix structure DNA, if it is opened with the help of helicase enzyme, then these here they may get the tension. My strand is gone. Then how it is? So immediately they are going to super coiling. Again here coiling. Or they are going to rewind again. So that's why they remove the tension. Single strand binding protein and topoisomerase enzyme remove the tension here and prevent the super coiling and rewinding of the DNA. That is nothing but stability. So SSBP and topoisomerase enzyme remove the tension and providing stability, prevents super coiling and rewinding of the DNA helix. RNA primase enzyme helpful to synthesize RNA primer. Sir, what is the meaning of RNA primer, sir? RNA primer is nothing but less number of nucleotide, a small chain or a less number of nucleotide, 4 to 7 nucleotides are present. Small strand of RNA which having 4 to 7 nucleotides. These are nucleotides. One end is 5 prime, another end is 3 prime. RNA primer. So RNA primer is required for the DNA replication because DNA came from the RNA for more stability. So the RNA primer is synthesized by RNA primase enzyme. Next, DNA polymerase 3 enzyme, new complementary strand catalyzed by DNA polymerase 3 in always 5 prime to 3 prime direction. This is very important. New strand or new complementary strand always formed in 5 prime to 3 prime direction. That's by DNA polymerase 3. DNA polymerase 3. New nucleotides are joined in 3' direction. Then elongation strand. Extend the strand in 5' to 3' direction. That is DNA polymerase 3. DNA polymerase 1 enzyme. DNA polymerase 1 enzyme. Removal primers. Removal the primers and joining. Removal the primer, RNA primer, and replace the DNAs. Replace the DNA molecules. DNA nucleotides, whatever that. Then ligase enzyme is helpful for the joining of nucleotides. Ligase enzyme mainly helpful for joins the nucleotides, two nucleotides. That is nothing but ligase enzyme. See here everyone, this is nothing but enzymes involved in DNA replication. Helicase, open up the helix. Single strand binding protein topoisomerase, remove the tension and providing stability. Prevent the supercoiling and rebinding the DNA. RNA primer is enzyme helpful for RNA primer. DNA polymerase 3 enzyme helpful for the new complementary DNA 5' to 3' direction in all ways. Then DNA polymerase 1, removal of primers and replace the DNA molecules or DNA nucleotides. Ligase enzyme joins the two nucleotides helped by ligase enzyme. These are the enzymes involved in DNA replication generally. Now replication process. What is the replication process? How it is going on? Let's see here. Replication process. Actually replication process. So very confusion, complicated. Then you see DNA replication process. Carefully observe that DNA replication. Here DNA replication involves different steps. Following steps one by one. Activation of nucleotides. Activation of nucleotides first step. So not first, but it is activation of nucleotides. So one of the steps involved. Then see activation of nucleotides means DNA में adenine, guanine, cytosine, thymine. So these are 4 nitrogen bases. Then nucleotide AMP, GMP, CMP, TMP. This is nothing but nucleotide. But inactive nucleotides. These are all inactive nucleotides. So inactive nucleotide, how it is become active, sir? In presence of phosphorylase enzyme. That's not given. Phosphorylase. In presence of phosphorylase enzyme, phosphate is added here. AMP when phosphate is added, then form adenosine diphosphate, then result adenosine triphosphate, ATP. Then same to same GTP, then same to same CTP, then same TTP, adenosine triphosphate, guanosine triphosphate, cytosine triphosphate, then thymidine triphosphate. These are all the active nucleotides now. Active nucleotide. NT means nucleotide, active nucleotide. Inactive nucleotides. So these inactive nucleotides are activated in the form of ATP, GTP, CTP, TTP. In presence of phosphorylase enzyme. So these activated nucleotides act as a substrate and energy sources. Very, very important. Activated nucleotides, NT means nucleotides, are used as a substrates and energy sources. Substrate and energy sources. Activated nucleotides are used as a substrates and energy sources. Next, this is the first step. Next, open up the helix. How open up the helix? Next, open up helix. Second step. Open up helix. Then here, first before going to open up helix, then ORI recognition. इसमें ये recognition of ORI site. ORI means origin of replication. ORI. definition of ORI site, origin of replication, where replication need to start. That is ORI site. ORI site. There is in prokaryotes only one ORI site. In eukaryote more than one ORI site. In prokaryote only one ORI site. Eukaryote more than one ORI site is present. Origin of replication, where replication need to start. That need recognized by ORI site. Then after recognition of ORI site bind with a helicase enzyme. ORI site binds with a helicase enzyme. Then open up the helix. Then form replication fork. Very important. So ORI site when binds with the helicase enzyme, then the two strands of DNA open, then form it is a replication fork. I'll give here. This is a replication fork. Replication fork. See here, replication fork. This is nothing but replication fork. One strand is 3 prime to 5 prime. Another one is a 5 prime to 3 prime. These two strands are templates. Parental strand, these two are. Here strands are going to synthesize. This is nothing but 5 prime to 3 prime. Here also there. This is nothing but complementary strands. How sir it is formed, sir? So what is the meaning of replication fork? Even 2 or 3 mark question also. Define replication fork, then draw the schematic representation of replication, or draw the diagram of replication fork. A ORI site bind with the helicase enzyme, then open up the helix. When open up the helix, then it is formed like this. This is called replication fork. In replication fork, 2 DNA strands are present. These 2 DNA strands are act as a template. This one also act as a template. This one also act as a template. One template is one template strand is 3 prime to 5 prime. Another template is a 5 prime to 3 prime. 2 DNA strands are act as a template. Let me before going to those complete explanation, let me see here. Next, synthesize the RNA primer. Synthesize RNA primer. RNA primer helpful synthesized by RNA primase enzyme. Just now I said RNA primase enzyme. RNA primer helpful for RNA primer synthesized by RNA primase enzyme. Just now I said RNA primase means small strand of RNA which having 4 to 7 nucleotides. RNA primer. Sir, why sir RNA primer is required here? RNA primer why required means RNA primer always binds with the opposite to 3 prime side. This is very important. This is 3 prime na DNA template. Here RNA primer may chance to join here. Here RNA primer. This is the RNA primer exactly. So this RNA primer is always forms opposite to 3 prime. So why opposite to 5 prime? This is 3 prime. So opposite to this one. Then 5 prime it starts. Then here this hydroxyl group. So this is 3 prime hydroxyl group. Another strands are joined here, hydroxyl group. So RNA primer always forms opposite to 3 prime end. This RNA primer, why RNA primer required means this RNA primer joins to the DNA template by phosphodiester bond. Joins to the DNA template by hydrogen bonds. Then another DNA nucleotides are joined to the RNA by phosphodiester bond. So here phosphodiester bond, another DNA nucleotide joined to the 3 prime hydroxyl of RNA primer by phosphodiester bond. Then here RNA primer complemented to the DNA by hydrogen bonds. So here hydrogen bonds, so here phosphodiester bond, 2 types of bonds are there. Then whatever the formation of DNA here, the DNA strand, new complementary strand is a more stable. So DNA strand is why more stable means because it is evolved from RNA. So RNA primer helpful to initiate the new DNA strand. So this is the RNA primer always formed opposite to third prime end. RNA primer. So RNA primer joins to the complementary to the template by hydrogen bonds, then joins to the DNA by phosphodiester bond. Two types of bonds are there. That's why RNA primer is required here. Very important. RNA primer required. Next, polymerase enzyme. DNA polymerase 3. I told you DNA polymerase. DNA polymerase 3 enzyme. DNA polymerase 3. DNA polymerase 3 enzyme helpful to join the new nucleotides here at third prime end. So DNA polymerase 3 enzyme helpful to join the DNA nucleotides here third prime end of primer, RNA primer. Then synthesize or extend the strand in 5 prime to third prime direction. So the 5 prime there, they extend the strand like this, 5 prime to third prime. So I told now already, DNA polymerase 3 enzyme helpful to synthesize the new complementary DNA in 5 prime to third prime strand only. Always new complementary strand synthesized in 5 prime to third prime. That's catalyzed by DNA polymerase 3 enzyme. So before going to complete this all, now DNA replication is a two types of replication. DNA replication two types here. One is a continuous replication. Another one is a discontinuous replication. Discontinuous replication. So what is means of the continuous replication? What is the meaning of discontinuous replication, sir? For example, you see here, I show here, what is meant by continuous replication? Then they go here. Continuous replication means, if the parent strand, third prime to 5 prime, parent strand is third prime to 5 prime. Parent strand is template is third prime to 5 prime. Then RNA primer is formed opposite to third prime. Here 5 prime, this is the RNA primer. Then new strands are joined here. New nucleotides are joined. Then synthesize the new strand of DNA, new complementary DNA, 5 prime to third prime direction. So new complementary DNA is 5 prime to third prime strand. So this is nothing but without any breaking, it's a continually extend the strand. So that's why this strand is called a leading strand. This type of replication is called a continuous replication. If the template strand is third prime to 5 prime, if template strand third prime to 5 prime, then complementary strand is 5 prime to third prime is there. That's nothing but leading strand. This strand is a leading strand. Then this type of replication without any breaking, that's why it is called a continuous replication. Now come to discontinuous replication. What is the meaning of discontinuous replication, sir? You see here. Then template is a 5 prime to third prime. Then of course, I told the RNA primer is always formed opposite to third prime end. But here 5 prime is there, sir. Then of course here RNA primer is formed 5 prime opposite third prime. So here hydroxyl group here present, then no chance to extend the strand because the template is not there. That's why here RNA primer is not formed. So here 5 prime means this is third prime. So here 5 prime, this means third prime. Here 5 prime, this means here third prime. So they identify the third primes in the template DNA. So opposite to, I will show here. The opposite to third prime end, here RNA primer is formed. Here RNA primer is formed. So opposite to third prime end, here 5 prime, here third prime. So third prime opposite 5 prime na. So RNA primer is formed. Then new nucleotides are joined here. Then extend the strand 5 prime to third prime like that only. Then new nucleotides are new complementary DNA. Forms opposite 5 prime to third prime only, like that, 5 prime to third prime. I told now, a DNA polymerase 3 enzyme catalyzed to extend the strand always 5 prime to third prime. Here one fragment, here one fragment. So I told now, so how it is, sir? I'll going to show here again. How it is, sir? How, sir? See here. This is nothing but number of nucleotide. This is the third prime. This is a here 5 prime. This is the third prime. This is the third prime. So means 5 prime also this is the third prime. So here one RNA primer is formed opposite to third prime. Then nucleotides are joined. This is a one fragment. Then here one RNA primer is formed. This is one fragment. This is the RNA primer formed and extend the strand. So 5 prime to third prime. 5 prime to third prime. 5 prime to third prime. So then formed the new fragments. So this type of fragments is not continuous replication. This type of fragments are formed. So these fragments are called Okazaki fragments. Okazaki. Okazaki fragments, which is discovered by Okazaki in 1968. So Okazaki fragments are formed in which of the following template strand? 5 prime to third prime. So when template strand is 5 prime to third prime, Okazaki fragments or DNA fragments are formed in a complementary strand. The DNA small or short DNA fragments are called Okazaki, which is discovered by Okazaki scientists in 1968. 1968. Then say, so this type of strand is called a lagging strand. This strand is called a lagging strand. So here we can say this strand is called a lagging strand. Lagging strand. This type of replication is called a discontinuous replication. Discontinuous replication. I'll show here. If the parent is third prime to 5 prime, new complementary DNA like this. New complementary DNA. This strand is a leading strand. This type of replication without any breaking, that's why continuous replication. Then if the template strand is 5 prime to third prime direction, then opposite complementary is formed in fragments. The short fragments are called the Okazaki fragments. This strand is called a lagging strand. This type of replication is a discontinuous replication. Discontinuous replication. Now you see, sir, DNA, RNA primers are there, sir. Later, DNA polymerase 1 enzyme. I told them DNA polymerase 1 enzyme. DNA polymerase 1 enzyme remove these primers, RNA primers, and replace the DNA nucleotides. Replace the DNA nucleotides. Remove these primers and replace the DNA nucleotides. Then two nucleotides DNAs are joined by ligase enzyme. Ligase enzyme. So then from the here one strand, here one strand. So this is nothing but DNA replication. DNA replication. So I am going to revise. Thoda careful on that. Identify the sequence of the enzymes which are involved in DNA replicase. First helicase enzyme. Second is SSBP, topoisomerase, RNA primase, DNA polymerase 3, DNA polymerase 1, ligase enzyme. So in DNA replication, the process involved. First here, activation of nucleotides, activation of these AMP, GMP, CMP, TMP, inactive nucleotides. The inactive nucleotides are activated in presence of phosphorylase enzyme by addition of phosphate. Then form the activated nucleotides ATP, GTP, CTP, TTP. Adenosine triphosphate, guanosine triphosphate, cytidine triphosphate, thymidine triphosphate. These are activated nucleotides. The activated nucleotides act as a substrate and used as a energy sources. Then after that, open up the helix. So when DNA is a nothing but double helix structure, not DNA double helix structure. To open up the helix, how open? So first, before going to that, where need to replication start? That need to identify. That is nothing but recognition of ORI site. Origin of replication. When recognition of ORI site, origin of replication, then after recognition of ORI site binds with the helicase enzyme, then open up the helix. When open up the helix, the two DNA strands gets open. That is nothing but replication fork. I will show here. This is nothing but replication fork, like this. Replication fork, like this. This is nothing but like this. Replication fork. So the replication fork means ORI site bind helicase enzyme binds with ORI. Helicase enzyme binds with the ORI site. Then two DNA strands gets open. Then form the replication fork. In replication fork, two DNA strands act as a template. This one also act as a template. This one also act as a template. So one strand is 3' to 5' template. Another strand 5' to 3' also template. Two DNA strands also act as a template. Then after open up the helix, when replication fork formed, here tension gets tension. So to remove this tension and providing stability by single strand binding protein and topoisomerase enzyme. Single strand binding protein topoisomerase enzyme remove here tension and providing the stability to prevent the supercoiling rewinding the DNA. Prevent the rewinding of DNA. Then RNA primer enzyme, helpful RNA primer synthesized by RNA primase enzyme with YSR, new DNA strands are evolved from RNA because of more stable. Kaiku, a RNA primer short segment of RNA, 4 to 7 nucleotides. A RNA when complemented to this one by hydrogen bonds and a DNA nucleotide joined by phosphodiester, 2 bonds are there, that's why RNA primer required here. DNA polymerase 3 enzyme, RNA primer always formed to opposite to third prime end only. So DNA nucleotide joins at the third prime end of RNA primer because of hydroxyl group. So then it is synthesized a new strand always in 5 prime to third prime direction only. 5 prime to third prime. New complementary strand always synthesized in a 5 prime to third prime direction. That's very important. Now DNA replication. 2 types of replication here. Continuous replication, discontinuous replication. In continuous replication, for example, I will show here. Continuous replication is the template strand. This is the template strand. Third prime to 5 prime. Template strand third prime to 5 prime. New complementary strand is formed in 5 prime to third prime direction like this. 5 prime to third prime direction. That strand is this strand is a leading strand. This type of replication is a continuous replication. If the template is third prime to 5 prime, then new strand is 5 prime to third prime. When template third prime to 5 prime, then leading strand, new complementary strand is 5 prime to third prime. This type of strand is called a leading strand. That type of replication is continuous replication. In discontinuous means, if the template is nothing but 5 prime to third prime, 5 prime to third prime, new fragments are formed in 5 prime to third prime only. Here 5 prime, here third prime. New fragments are formed in 5 prime to third prime in complementary with the help of DNA polymerase 3 enzyme only. So when template is 5 prime to third prime, new strands are synthesized 5 prime to third prime. This strand is fragments, DNA, small fragments are formed. That short fragments of DNA is called Okazaki fragments because it is discovered by Okazaki in 1968. This type of strand is called a lagging strand. This type of replication is called a discontinuous replication. After this, DNA polymerase 1 enzyme remove the primer, whatever here, primers are removed and replace the DNA nucleotides. Then 2 DNA nucleotides are joined by the ligase enzyme. That's very important. DNA replication. Now DNA replication in eukaryotes takes place in S phase. Synthesis phase. You recall from cell cycle, cell division. G1, S2, G2 phases are there. So DNA replication takes place in S phase only. Polyploidy. One more word. Polyploidy. Failure of cytokinesis during DNA replication time. Failure of cytokinesis during DNA replication, it gives the polyploidy condition. Tapetum cells are polyploidy. Triticum istivum hexaploidy. We given already. That is nothing but polyploidy. And one more important, DNA replication. It is averagely polymerization takes place 2000 bases per second. Average rate of polymerization in DNA replication 2000 base pairs are polymerized per second. That too accurately means correctly it will come. That is nothing but DNA replication. Additional important points also. Is there any doubt? You may chance to ask. Thank you.